Hey, SEGways!
Oh boy, here we go again with another Sam and Colby video.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I know I've covered these guys a fair few times of late, and some of you might be getting a little bit bored of this. But I can promise some of you naysayers that this is going to be one hell of a debunking video right here. Sam and Colby has somehow outdone themselves with all new levels of spreading misinformation and just taking unbelievable liberties here. As far as I'm concerned, they really have made giant fools of themselves in their video. In short, Sam and Colby end up going to the famous Smurl House, which is what the most recent Conjuring movie is based on. There is so much to get stuck into here, so let's just get on with this great big dumb mess of a video, which is in fact the final episode of Sam and Colby's Hell Month for 2025. Also, please subscribe.
What's up guys, it's Sam Colby.
Tonight we're at the new Conjuring House, where the true story of the new movie The Conjuring Last Rites actually took place.
Coining this place the new Conjuring House makes no sense to me. The only way this could even be slightly connected to the Conjuring House is just by Lorraine Warren's involvement, which I'm going to explore a little bit later in this video. And I guess also by extension of Lorraine Warren, the Conjuring movie franchise. Pretty much Sam and Colby are trying to give this place credibility by associating it with a more famous haunted location, to somehow try and legitimize them actually being in this place at all.
We're lucky enough to be the first ghost hunters to do a paranormal investigation since Ed and Lorraine Warren first came here 40 years ago.
Today I'm going to provide you with the real facts of the Smurl House, and a lot of the research provided in my video is largely credited to Kenny Biddle.
You did it twice! You did Oh! Oh! I gotta let go and it got me right my fucking pinky! Oh!
I hope you guys are loving this as much as I am, because it's so fucking funny.
That video isn't out yet, it's coming out soon, and good god it sucked for me. Kenny is a massive bellend. So anyway, for anybody new to my dumb channel, Kenny has helped me out a fair few times in my previous videos. I mean, the guy has his own Wikipedia page, so, you know, he must be doing something, right? One day, I can get my own Wikipedia page, which will probably just have one word written in it. So long story short here, Kenny actually did go to the Smurl House not so long ago. So of course, a huge shout out goes to Kenny for a huge help in everything I'm going to say in this video. So to start with, the Warrens, who have taken a lot of credit for the Smurl case, because history has been way too kind to these charlatans thanks to these bloody movies, first visited the house in January 1986. But by the time the house was reported to no longer be haunted, that's right, Sam and Colby are investigating somewhere that is not apparently haunted. Ed and Lorraine Warren were already well out of the picture by then. They were not present when the Smurls publicly announced to the media that their house is no longer haunted. But shockingly, the Conjuring Last Rite movie has left this little detail out of their script, based on a true story, my fucking ass.
For 13 years, the Smurl family was attacked by an actual demon from hell at this exact house on this exact street.
So early in the video and so much misinformation. The Smurls moved into the house in October 1973, but it wasn't until April 1985 that Janet, the mother of the family, said that the first paranormal experience happened, and it was in fact on the same day as her daughter Heather's confirmation. This scene is depicted in the movie where a light falling from the ceiling nearly hits the family on the table. That's the report we get anyway. So Colby is saying that the family spent 13 years with these hauntings, but in reality the first 11 and 12 years that they were in the house, nothing major really happened. Later on down the line, the family said that some of these hauntings were happening before 1985, but from what I can understand of this, it was all pretty minor stuff.
Tonight we're gonna see if the dormant demon that family faced is still here.
This is paranormal history.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. It's not actual history, it's paranormal history. And like most things that are associated with the paranormal, it's bullshit.
Before we get into this video, we wanted to give a quick warning because what we discovered at the new Conjuring House might actually change paranormal history.
You're talking absolute shit again.
In the last couple investigations, especially the one with the Ouija board, What the spirits told us made us question if we could even post this video.
But surprise, surprise, they did still post this video, didn't they? Because money and fame is more important than, well, pretty much anything else to Sam and Colby. They can pretend it isn't all they like, but every single time they will side with the money and fame. Whether it be Sam creating content out of his deceased grandparents, or Colby using his cancer for content, or their friendship and channel being in jeopardy, or Colby making some big old drama out of his faith. Ultimately, none of these things are all that important to Sam and Colby because they do just use it for content and make money out of it.
No joke, guys, this could cause a big commotion in the paranormal world, but for your sake, we're gonna include everything.
I can't help but think, but since that whole Cody Satori thing from Sam and Colby's 2023 Hell Week series, they're just chasing that next big thing like they got from Cody and Satori. To me, this all feels more ego-driven than anything else.
Today we are here with Faze Rug and Sketch!
Yay! What on earth are we doing, bro?
So Faze Rug has known Sam and Colby for ages. He is a YouTuber that does dabble in paranormal content from time to time, and he has been very heavily criticized for being an out-and-out fake ghost hunter. Like, to the point where the guy's even been made out of a meme over and over and over again about how fake he is. So to me, it seems like a really weird decision that Sam and Colby would invite this guy, of all people, to their big finale Hell Week video. And I gotta admit, I don't really know who this Sketch fella is. He looks a bit like Dustin from Stranger Things, so that already gets a thumbs up from me. But in all honesty, Sketch really is the best part of this video. Honest to God, without Sketch in this video, it would be an even bigger disaster.
A long time ago, you said you would never do the Conjuring House with us.
I did say that.
And now we're at the new Conjuring House.
Sam and Colby are really hoping that this whole new Conjuring House thing is gonna stick.
This one is, no joke, guys, 10 times worse than the last Conjuring House, and I'm shaking, nervous to go inside. I'm not kidding.
This isn't the first time that the fellas have used the Conjuring House as a benchmark for how haunted somewhere else is. They played this same hand in their last Hell Week series when they were promoting their newly acquired haunted property, the Ferrara School.
Just on a scale from 1 to 10, what would you rate Conjuring, and then what would you rate here?
So I would say the Conjuring House was a solid 7 out of 10, and you're at like a 9 to 10 out of 10.
That was stupid.
Because of course their property is way more haunted than the Conjuring House. To me, this all seems a little bit counterproductive because, you know, the Conjuring House isn't haunted.
Faze Rug?
Yeah?
Can I take a picture?
Sure, let's do it.
And are you visiting this house, like about the haunted house and stuff?
You know about this?
A little family was living here once, and there was a bunch of ghosts, and a girl got dragged down the stairs.
I don't want to be too mean to this kid, but he's clearly acting, right? I mean, really, clearly, badly acting.
Wish us luck.
You'll need the lock.
Oh my god!
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Why is there so much rug needed?
Hope you don't get haunted.
Did these guys just find this kid wandering around the street and ask him to be a part of their video like this? None of this feels organic or natural to me at all.
In 1973, Jack and Janet Smurl moved into this duplex that we're investigating tonight. But the hauntings began immediately and ramped up slowly with time.
Very slowly. Very slowly. 11 to 12 years slowly, in fact.
To preface this, guys, this is an actual house that people live in. It's not investigated, it's a private residence. Nothing's altered, it's not like a museum, it's not like any other haunted location we've ever been to.
So Kenny Biddle, being the researcher that he is, drove to this very same house. So thanks to Kenny Biddle's research, I'm able to relay to you the following information. Back in July of 1987, the Smurls put the property up for sale and it was eventually sold in December 1987 to an investor, Dick Brittle, who has rented the place out, and both properties have become rentals ever since. This building that we're looking at now in fact hosts two properties, houses 330 and 328 on Chase Street. You may remember, for those who watched the Conjuring Last Rite movie, that the family also lived with Jack's parents. In reality, the grandparents lived next door, but it was under the same roof of this duplex. So the vast majority of the paranormal activity happened where Jack and Janet were living with their kids in house 330. But Sam and Colby today are actually going into house 328, where the grandparents lived.
They're digging in the wrong place.
Now, there were some reports of paranormal activity happening in house 328, but the vast majority of the claims made with the violent poltergeist activity happened in house 330. So Sam and Colby are in the wrong house. And I know it is crazy to think that Sam and Colby made this kind of a mistake, or was it even a mistake? We're gonna have to go into that a little bit later in the video.
Wait, it's a moth!
Oh god, that's a bad sign.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
That's the devil from Pendle Hill, dude.
We just talked to a witch that deals with the devil all the time.
Why are we doing this?
And it says that when things attract moths, that means the devil is here.
For those of you who didn't watch my Sam and Colby video where they went and conjured the devil,
stupid,
they made a huge deal about a fucking moth.
The moth that came in and smacked you in the forehead, bro, and like...
And then died?
Literally died and then came back to life?
that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
A moth came up to them while they were outside with flashlights and candles being lit and pretty much did exactly what you'd expect a moth to do. And somehow Sam and Colby have interpreted this moth activity with Satan. I swear to you, I am not making this up. This is really what they're going for because, you know, they're a pair of divs really, aren't they?
Holy crap, dude. Oh my god.
Yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I genuinely don't want to be.
Someone lives here, guys, day in, day out. It's a regular ass house. The overacting from these guys gives me so much secondhand embarrassment, it's unreal.
So this house is a duplex, which means two families lived in it at once. And so it was the Smurl family, like Jack and Janet, who are the parents, and then their 4 kids. And then on this side was Jack's parents. Their names were John and Mary, and so all of them, 8 people total, experienced the haunting.
So there it is, guys. Colby is lying here. As I mentioned earlier, they are in the grandparents' house. I'm guessing this is why they blur out the number at the front of the house. Not really much point in doing this for privacy reasons, since a very, very simple Google search will bring up the house number of the place. So what other reasons do Sam and Colby have to blur out the house number when they're investigating? As I explained, 330 is the house where most of the hauntings happened. And the fellas are in 328. So this is the question, isn't it? Is Colby outright lying here, or is this a really huge fuck up from them here? Now you can turn around to me and say, oh, it's under the same roof, it doesn't really matter. But I don't know, guys. If you're gonna go to 30 East Drive, you should go to 30 East fucking Drive, not 31 or 29 East Drive. We want ya at 30 East Drive. Let's not forget here, guys, that this is the big finale to Sam and Colby's Hell Week month. They really should be in the epicenter, the main hub of where the big bad hauntings actually took place.
Wait, so allegedly they got thrown, or is that real?
No, every single person got thrown, scratched, there were knockings on the walls.
In this very home.
In this living room.
So Sam and Colby are gonna keep up with this bullshit? Okay, fine, let's debunk this some more. As you can see here, these are the stairs to the 2 properties. One is on the right side and the other is on the left. In this photo right here of the Smurls on the porch, they are clearly on the left side of the house. This is number 330 of the property where the alleged hauntings took place. Our ghostly gang of today are clearly walking up the stairs on the right hand side of the house. And if we need further proof, I found a video from TikToker Ann Bear, I think I'm saying that right, where she very clearly shows the house numbers.
A lot of paranormal activity went in it, and people moved out, which we'll call the Smurls. But seems pretty normal to me.
Either Sam and Colby are investigating the wrong house unwittingly, or they are outright lying to their audience. As far as I'm concerned, this whole video is void and pointless now. But, and I really do have to stress this, as the video goes on, you are not going to believe some of the crap Sam and Colby come out with. Like really, I am genuinely shocked on the direction they took this whole investigation. And believe me, calling this an investigation is being very, very generous.
Ed and Lorraine Warren arrived in 1986 and identified 3 spirits in the house: an elderly woman in the basement, an insane younger woman, and a violent man with a mustache.
It's got a mustache!
However, in the master bedroom closet, Lorraine found the worst possible scenario: a demon who was feeding off their fear and wanted to tear apart the Smurl family.
Lorraine Warren discovered a demon in a closet. I mean, the Warrens were really good at finding demons. They pretty much found one in every single one of their fucking investigations. But finding a demon in a closet is a special kind of ridiculous. But let's think about this for a second. For anyone saying, oh, it doesn't matter if they're in the wrong house or not, all said and done, it's under the same roof. If Lorraine Warren said there was a demon in a closet, surely she meant the closet in house 330, not the closet in house 328. So as Sam and Colby go around this closet and try and talk to the demon in there, it's the wrong fucking closet. As if it's not ridiculous enough talking to a demon in a closet, they're talking to the wrong fucking closet. I mean, really, it is so unbelievably ridiculous. All you can do is just laugh, really.
Unlike the original Conjuring House, where Carolyn Perrin was thrown into the living room, the Smurl House hauntings were much, much worse.
The video I'm making here today isn't really a debunk on the Warrens or the claims made by the Smurls. It is just on Sam and Colby's antics while investigating in the wrong bloody house. And like I mentioned earlier, you're not going to believe some of the crap they come out with a bit later in this video. But anyway, I really should state that in short, no, I do not buy into any of the Smurl story. If I was to be kind, that maybe at the very beginning of this whole saga, this very, very religious household may well have been very influenced and easy to believe in supernatural forces being the cause of some of the events happening in the house. But as this whole thing dragged on and on and on, the hauntings didn't seem to stop because there were some lucrative book and movie deals coming along. Call me a cynic all you want, but that's my opinion.
Wait, okay, I remember researching there used to be a ceiling fan in here that fell on one of the girls and almost killed her.
Yes, it was. Off the house next door to you. Seriously, either Sam and Colby are outright lying here or they are woefully ignorant and negligent on what they're spewing. And in all seriousness, they really do need to offer a correction on this video. Maybe even an apology to their audience. Because this is a massive, massive fuck up right here.
There's been another fuck up.
And all said and done, if this is a genuine mistake, they need to set the record straight and explain how they made this mistake. Otherwise, the question is always going to be over their heads on if they are in fact lying here. If they know full well they're in the wrong house and just don't really give a shit.
Let me ask you, is our goal here to contact the bad spirit?
We're just trying to figure out if that bad spirit is still here or not.
Okay, so it's bad enough that they're in the wrong house. But what's even more daft is that even if there was any paranormal activity in either of these properties, then it is long gone by now. The Smurls themselves told the media that due to prayer and cleansing of the house that the negative energy has disappeared. They said this all the way back in 1986. And as far as we're aware, there was no further paranormal activity from this moment. But then after they left this house, they claimed that the ghost followed them to their new property, and this just so happened to time in well with the movie deal that was about to happen. But all of that bullshit aside, nobody has ever claimed that this house to be haunted since 1986. Over 39 years ago. This is insane. This is clearly just an ordinary house, nothing more and nothing less. But let's just wait and see what kind of paranormal activity Sam and Colby pull right out of their asses later in this dumb video.
One point, both of the parents here were actually fucked by a demon.
What do you mean by that?
Like, there's these entities called incubus and succubus, and they assault you.
And that's true?
Yeah.
It happened to...
It happened.
Wait, to Janet
and Jack.
Don't get me wrong, I don't buy that any ghost S-ing ever really happened in reality. But even still, Sam phrasing this whole thing as both parents were actually fucked by a demon is kind of weird and messed up and of bad taste, right?
Is there a chance you guys think we're gonna see something with our own eyes?
How about no?
Well, if we want the best chance of seeing something, we should actually go upstairs to the master bedroom.
Oh, that's where all the hauntings began.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
I'll be right over there on the edge of my seat.
Guys, right here at the bottom of the staircase was where Shannon, one of the daughters of the family, was shucked down the stairs and landed right here. Be careful on the stairs. Be careful going up
There's
the stairs.
a chance that we could get physically pushed down the stairs.
Whole bunch of functional idiots.
I don't feel good up here, bro.
What do you mean you don't feel good? You go down.
Like,
no,
like look at
I'm not staying in the...
No, there's a thin-ass hallway, bro, and it's like... It's dark up here.
I'm well aware that being scared sells these videos in a very big way, but even still, these guys are hamming this up far too much. There is no fucking way they remain this scared when the cameras are off.
That's where like all the hauntings were. Upstairs in the back.
Upstairs around?
Isn't that what the devil told us? Or no, Roxanne? Or was it what she was channeling?
It was the devil.
You know, he spoke to the devil recently.
In our Hell Week series, we had a witch conduct a ritual to try to speak to the devil, and she said upstairs around the back is where you're gonna speak to the devil.
And now we're upstairs going to the back,
And that's where the demonic infestations are.
I just can't with this devil bullshit, guys. I already suffered enough with all of that crap with the last Sam Colby nonsense childish crap I had to watch.
But that means the demon had to be in there?
That's the closet,
right?
Now I'm in the closet.
The Smurl family finally moved away from this house, but they still claim to experience some of its hauntings even to this day.
First off, I don't believe that. Secondly, the Smurls claim that the hauntings followed them to the next house they lived in. Wouldn't that just lead you to think, if you are a big believer in all this paranormal stuff, that the spirits are attached to the families and the individuals rather than the property or the house itself? So yet again, this would make this video totally fucking debunked and pointless. Whether you're looking at all this within the prism of being a skeptic or a believer, surely by your own belief system, this is all bollocks.
The people that live here currently have not entered the attic
at all.
And they gave us permission to be the first ones to go back up there since the Smurl House haunting.
So while Sam and Colby claiming that only one family has lived in this property since the Smurls left, all the way back in 1987, it is a rental after all, and it's been a rental ever since 1987. I guess it's not impossible for one family to have stayed rented in one single place for that long, but I'd argue it's pretty unlikely. So if other people have lived there since 1987, how the fuck can Sam and Colby claim that they will be the very first people up there since the Smurls left with a straight face?
Bro,
no.
If you thought the first Conjuring basement was scary,
No.
oh god,
Bro, I'm not going in there.
oh god,
The smell is crazy.
oh my god.
In case this very subtle performance went over anyone's head, these four grown-ass men are conveying fear, everyone. Fear. Fear is the emotion they're going with here.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, this looks so
This feels weird.
Calm down, Tinkerbell. I think these tenants have done the basement up quite nicely, to be honest.
This is Jack Smurl, pointing to a wall down here in the basement where psychics say that an earthbound spirit named Abigail was standing. Earthbound meaning human.
Yes.
What's crazy is in the original Conjuring House, which we've spent many nights in, also has an earthbound spirit named Abigail.
Still desperately trying to connect the Conjuring House to the Smurl House, I see. And still makes no sense to me, but fucking whatever.
This is a duplex, right?
Yes.
The place right next door, do you think the spirits just go back and forth?
Yeah, it was just as haunted.
Originally, they were just haunting the Smurl family, but it got so bad that it started seeping into all the neighbors. So not even just
What?
the duplex, but everyone around.
First time I've ever heard that report. Would love to know Sam's source for this claim. My guess he pulled it straight out of his ass. I'm also leaning more and more towards Sam and Colby knowing full well that they're in the wrong fucking address. Because it seems to me they're trying to justify them being in the wrong house without telling anyone they're in the wrong bloody house. So next time you Sam and Colby fans come at me in one of these Sam and Colby videos, just remember that they are lying to you. All I'm doing is telling the truth.
There's also a man named Patrick here. And the theory is that whoever the demon is here is controlling Patrick, which is crazy.
Wait, that's a possibility?
Yeah.
For like a demon to control a spirit?
Now!
Is there a spirit named Patrick here?
Speak, Patrick!
This is Patrick!
Patrick, we're just here to hear your story, not disrespect.
I'm pretty sure that was a line from Zombie by the Cranberries. Listening to radio stations that play music can kinda get in the way of talking to ghosts, I suppose.
Alright guys, it is now time to split up.
Woo-hoo! Yeah!
I am in control of my life. Because I am capable of powerful, positive change.
We are going to be doing the DR60 upstairs. We are going to be doing the DR60. These are symbolic of the things that Ed and Lorraine Warren used to use in order to chase out the spirits. One thing I want to say is last time this was used, in this exact house that we're standing in, when they pulled out the crucifixes, the entire house started shaking.
Never happened. Morons. I'm watching a bunch of morons, which makes me a moron by extension for watching this moronic shite. So because Ed Warren listened to this song that these guys are listening to, so what? Honestly, I don't really understand where they're going with this at all. This whole video is starting to feel like the kind of dream you have while you're shitting the bed.
Wait, it's actually a red.
What the fuck?
That is like fully like EMF energy. Something standing right there.
Whoa!
What
right
the hell? Like, wait, whoa.
Right over there.
What is happening?
Everywhere?
The entire thing is red? This whole house is red?
I'd like to know if Faze Rug is wearing an Apple Watch.
Fuck.
Why is that happening?
Is there a place where it stops?
Oh my god, this entire house? Everywhere that's around the living room?
Like we're in the center of everything too, not even by like outlets or anything.
Brother, we're in the Conjuring House. Of course. I'm not even surprised.
Funny how we never hear anything from the current occupants of this property if they believe the house is in fact haunted or not, isn't it? What we are watching here, guys, is a perfect example of how these YouTube ghost hunters will turn anywhere into a haunted location. The devices will go off just about enough, like they would do just about anywhere, and boom, there it is, another haunted location. And Sam Colby, just like many of the other over-the-top ghost hunting channels, never ever seem to go to a location that's inactive. Every single place they go to seems to be filled with ghosts and demons. Meanwhile, when I go to these very same places, absolutely nothing happens. Funny that, isn't it?
Oh my god, look at them. This is huge.
Alright, watch the
Oh god!
That's what she said.
Ha 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 ha. It's so funny when YouTubers fuck up other people's property, isn't it, Colby?
Oh god.
What is that?
Is it fucked?
Brother. Wait. It's like dirt up here, like gravel.
So they heard like screams from up there.
Really?
Yeah, when they were investigating.
Okay, to be fair, the current owners don't seem to use the attic for storage or anything like that. I still don't buy that nobody has been up there since the Smurls, and all of that aside, they're still in the wrong fucking attic, aren't they?
I am up here in the attic where supposedly there was screams coming from up here. Oh. What?
Died here.
Died here?
Nobody has ever died on this property. The Ovilus device just randomly spits out creepy words and phrases, and it does this randomly from its own word bank. And because this is an out-and-out ghost hunting device that ghost hunters use, unsurprisingly, the random word bank is filled with creepy, kind of sinister stuff. Or at least stuff that can be interpreted in a kind of paranormal setting. In other words, it's a load of old bollocks.
Do you want me to move around in the attic? You want me to go to the other side maybe? I can walk over there.
Necessary.
Necessary. Like it's necessary that I have to do that. Okay. I will walk to the other side then.
It's so dumb.
Okay. I'm on the other side of the attic. Is there a message you want to send to me?
Barn.
Barn?
That doesn't make sense.
Alright guys, so today we are here now doing the spirit board with Pythian Priestess, aka Ashley.
Hello everyone, I am an initiated Hermetic Priestess. What that means is I was ordained by a secret order and I can control and move spirits.
God, this lady has been in the last couple of Sam and Colby Hell Week or Hell Month or Hell Whatever series. Personally, I believe, surprise surprise, she talks a load of old nonsense. But Sam and Colby keep booking her in because she gives them the spirits that they so clearly want. Even in a place where there are clearly no fucking spirits. Not only are Sam and Colby in the wrong property, but there have also been no reported hauntings in either of these properties for almost 40 fucking years, and the big paranormal claims, if they were true, should be attached to the family themselves rather than the actual property. So if ghosts are real, and if there are people out there who can communicate with them, surely it should be a slam dunk for this lady here to be able to figure out there's nothing in the house. But instead she gives us this kind of bullshit performance.
I will first invoke the goddess, so I'm in my goddess form, and the spirits then have to listen to me.
Me.
So the spirits that I contacted, the first one isn't a spirit, it's an egregore, and it lives in the walls. Egregores are energy masses that are created from human thought. So the amount of publicity around this case, the amount of fear in the town, the family, it's still living in this house.
So even though there might not be an actual demon here, the thought of people believing there's a demon here creates that illusion.
And that is what's so scary about this. It's because it will shift into whatever you want it to be.
I can't, guys. I I just can't with all this stupidity. I know I call people stupid a lot on my dumb channel, but fuck me, this really is just so fucking stupid. These people don't realize that they are calling themselves out for making this shit up. They are explaining very real psychological conditions because your belief is so strong it will manifest in your own mind. It's not in the walls of the property, it's in your mind, it's in your head. Colby even calls it an illusion, and he's right, it's all an illusion.
When I light this candle and I summon the spirit, it goes here, not into the planchette.
So we're summoning a spirit here.
Correct.
Who can control the board there and communicate with us?
Yes.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't think a lot of people have seen this because it's occult, it's hidden. So you have to...
Why is it hidden?
Can you imagine how many stupid people would do this?
Sometimes a setup is so perfect, I actually become overwhelmed and can't think of anything to say.
Calling to the spirit, the entity that is known as Patrick.
Patrick, you are the dumbest idiot.
Can you please give us a sign, yes or no, if you are here with us?
You can do it, Patrick.
I remember the last Sam and Colby Hell Week when they were promoting their newly acquired property, and they ended up doing the whole Ouija board thing there as well, and it was so clearly fake. I could be kind and say the fellas are subject to the idiot meteor effect, but I think we know what's really going on here, don't we? It's all smoke and mirrors from these guys, non-stop smoke and mirrors and bollocks. They are quite clearly pushing the planchette to go to where they want it to go, because the planchette will move in the exact direction they want it to every single time. Funny, when I do a Ouija board, absolutely nothing happens.
Right, what the fuck am I doing? I'm done. Done. Fucking Ouija boards and fucking stupid. Come all the way over here from fucking Australia to sit in a fucking dark room, putting my fingers on some fucking wooden shit, hoping a demon's gonna spell something. Fuck, done. I'm going to the pub.
No one's gonna hurt you.
Dude, I swear to God. I promise. I'm not lying.
Lies, lies, and more lies, and lies on top of lies.
He's a little weak. Let me try something.
Okay.
Go, go, Power Rangers!
Let's try again.
That's the same question, maybe.
Patrick, can you confirm that you were here during the time that a demon infested this house with the Smurl family?
That was so much faster.
Whoa.
It was so much faster.
He just needed a little push.
I know I've said this before, but if you're into this content, all good, crack on. If you find this edgy or entertaining or anything like that, then don't let me or anyone else take that away from you. You watch what you watch, you like what you like. But just please be aware that this is all theatre. None of this is real. Sam and Colby should be telling you this themselves, but they don't because, you know, they're Sam and Colby. And if I was a betting man, I would say that Sam and Colby themselves do not actually believe in this nonsense. So if this is the kind of content from you, all good, enjoy it, just don't get fooled into thinking any of this is based in reality. And I want to also add in here that I really hope that whoever is living in this property today does not believe in the crap they are watching in Sam and Colby's video. I hope they don't think anything's been conjured in the house because of them. I hope they're not living in fear in any kind of way. At no point do Sam and Colby sort of say any of this in their video. They're not worried about the person who currently lives in this house or anything like that. They just don't talk about it at all. So I really hope they haven't scared someone out of their own fucking home.
Whoa, it started getting way faster. But it was hesitant.
Yeah,
almost like it didn't know the answer. And then you did something.
Yes, so what I'm doing is I'm invoking energy to help him move.
Okay.
He's a little slow. He's really old.
So when someone dies as a frail old human, they remain a frail old ghost in the afterlife? Well, that fucking sucks.
All right, Patrick, we have given you a second offering. Are you happy with your offering? Will you talk to us again? Thank you.
I'm shocked! Shocked!
What did you want to tell us about Jack and Janet? Is there anything maybe that the history doesn't tell us?
F. A.
K. Fake?
Are you saying they're fake?
Are Sam and Colby's guilty conscience coming through here? Is this a confession?
Can you clarify specifically what part was faked? Are you talking about the things that were happening to them that they were claiming were demonic infestations? Were those fake?
I mean, yes. Faked by ignorance or deception, I suppose, is still up for debate. But for Sam and fucking Colby, of all people, to make out that they are exposing any kind of truth whilst getting this whole bloody video so wrong, it's a whole different kind of wild.
Half of it was fake.
Wait a minute, that's insane.
Like half of it was real, half of it was
Yeah,
like...
I'm getting goosebumps.
Exactly.
Debunking history right now.
I mean, all of this was already debunked. You've just actually got to make the effort and put in the time to do the research. Like in Kenny Biddle's video he made where he has debunked all of the Smurl House stuff. The link for this video will be in the description. Please go give it a watch. It is an excellent dive into the real accounts of the Smurl House. This has been debunked by research and facts and looking into the real history, not by contacting a fucking ghost that doesn't fucking exist. As a debunker, I think I'm more offended by this than any other bullshit that Sam and Colby's ever tried to pull.
Are you saying they faked half of these things that happened to them for
money or fame?
Money and fame? Something of greed?
Money and fame, fellas. Money and fame will make you do and say the dumbest things, won't they?
No way.
Chills, dude.
Wait, that's crazy.
You're despicable.
I have a question, and I'm not trying to like make any accusation, but like, could this entity like be lying?
He can't lie. So when I did the invocation, you will tell no lies and play no tricks.
Whoa.
That is actually crazy.
So what, this lady's got magic tricks to put the lasso of truth around these ghosts? I guess when you put yourself as an authority on out and out fantasy, you can make up whatever bullshit rules you want however you see fit.
Wait, I have a question. Are these people, the Smurls, are they alive?
Yeah.
Dang, so they have the answers too, but...
Also, what was interesting, we asked them to be part of this video and they declined to comment.
I would find it funny if it wasn't so fucking stupid, but the irony is completely lost on these two.
Was the Smurl family making money in any way, shape, or form from this case becoming so popular?
You fuckers are making money out of the same load of old bullshit right here. The audacity for Sam and fucking Colby to call others charlatans while Sam and fucking Colby get it all so bloody wrong in this video is mind-blowing to me. So Sam and Colby are making out that the Smurls faked their paranormal activity and they're getting their sources from a paranormal entity. Just let that sink in for a minute on how stupid this is. They're calling someone else fake and their source is a ghost. And all that aside, if you actually are talking to the same paranormal entity that the Smurls were, then who cares if they embellish some things? You've just proven that there was a fucking ghost here. Like, what are you trying to achieve here, Sam and Colby? What's the point of this? I seriously do not understand where they're going with this. This is so fucking stupid.
So let's explain what an egregore is, okay? So an egregore is a massive thought form of many people's energies. So if the Smurls went to the press, it created a second entity. It is not the demon. Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
So it's amazing how this lady just so happened to bring this whole creature up in the first place. I can't remember what it was called, Demigorgon or something like that. Get old Dustin here on him. But isn't it amazing that she had the foresight to be able to foreshadow this type of entity coming into play later on in Sam and Colby's video? Crazy how she thought this would be a relevant piece of information to say before it became relevant, isn't it?
Patrick, are you worried about this egregore, this thought form, becoming too powerful with the amount of people and the amount of publicity about the Smurl House?
Wow.
Whoa! The fastest one.
That was the fastest by far.
Well, it's a good job that Sam and Colby upload these videos for millions of people to watch on YouTube then, isn't it? Yet another example of how Sam and Colby will pick fame and money over any kind of spiritual ethics. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm well aware it's a load of old bollocks, so I don't really give a shit. It's just funny to me that even in Sam and Colby's made up plot here that they have written themselves in to be a big part of the problem, they pretty much want their cake and eat it. They do want the video out there and earn the money and the fame from it, but they also want to make out that they're not part of the problem, but they very clearly are.
Do you think if we go back into the master bedroom, we can communicate with said egregore that is here?
I will put every single one of my teeth onto this thing saying yes.
Posing as this evil energy.
Yep. Yeah, I didn't see that one coming.
Does debunking the Smurl House investigations hurt you?
Honest to God, guys, I really don't know how much more of this nonsense I can watch. It's all so fucking dumb. Sam and Colby saying the word debunking or making out that they are debunking anything whatsoever with the aid of a fucking non-existent paranormal entity at their disposal is where I just got to put an end to this stupid video. And let's not forget here, guys, whilst they're doing this Estes session, it's in front of the closet where there's no fucking demon in because they're in the wrong fucking house, in the wrong fucking closet.
Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath.
Believe me, dear viewer, you do not want me to keep watching any more of this Estes session. I guess all you really need to know is that eventually the entity has Sam and Colby as the heroes in this bullshit story, because of course Sam and Colby make themselves to be the fucking heroes.
And it chose you guys to do this because of the impact you have on the world.
Oh, and the connection with the audience.
With your audience.
It was like, it knows that it's gonna like be able to be trusted by us.
Fucking idiot.
So fucking cringe. Anyway, I'm going to try and calm down now and just say that first and foremost, Sam and Colby need to issue an apology and a correction to their audience for misleading them about being in the wrong house while they're doing this investigation. And that stuff aside, just generally here, Sam and Colby have really outdone themselves with this video. I'm pretty jaded with a lot of these videos now, and it takes a lot to shock me, but I just cannot wrap my head around this one. What the fuck were they thinking with pulling this stunt? And weirdly enough, I actually feel bad for the Smurls on this. They're just outright being called liars by a bunch of fucking liars. And don't get me wrong, I'm not really supporting the Smurls here. I think a lot of it is bullshit myself. But bullshitters calling other people bullshit is fucking bullshit. So anyway, I think I medically have to end the video right here because life's too short for my blood pressure to be rising this much. If you liked my take on this dumb video, please give it a like and subscribe to the Side Eye Guy. Ta very much. Cheerio!